puts us in some pretty good territory, comparing it to an S2000. So how much faster is the Eurocompulsion 1446 Plus Turbo with the Phase 3 tune compared to my Phase 2, Phase 1 stock? You know, I got so much testing. So in this video, we're going to use a 40 to 100 mile per hour test. Now before we start, I just want to let you guys know, if you didn't see in a previous video, that after extensively testing and running Eurocompulsion products and parts and tunes and everything, and after having a few of you actually reach out to me personally saying, hey, are you going to start carrying their parts? I'd love to buy through you. I'm excited to say that now there are Eurocompulsion parts on drivendistrict.com. So if you're interested in purchasing their products and you enjoy the content that I produce, you find some value in it, you want to support the brand, Driven District in some way, you can now purchase Eurocompulsion products through the website at drivendistrict.com. You don't have to, but if you're thinking of purchasing it, I would greatly appreciate that. It does help support the channel. With that said, this test was done on my 2017 Fiat 1.4 Spider Abarth, but this turbo fits a variety of 1.4 liter multi-air engine cars, including the Fiat 500, the Dodge Dart, and the Jeep Renegade, of course the Fiat 124, as long as it has the 1.4 liter multi-air engine. So this data might also be useful to other people, you know what I mean, to other folks who have those cars who may be thinking about upgrading to the Eurocompulsion 1446 Plus Turbo. So a few days before installing the 1446 Plus Turbo, I actually went out and did a 40 to 100 mile per hour pull. I actually only did third to fourth gear, and the reason for that was, well, one less shift means one less variable. And on a stock turbo, honestly, where it falls off up top a lot, the boost doesn't hold, I thought, who knows, it might actually be quicker because I'm in that third gear punchy mid-range for a longer amount of time instead of going a second and then being at the top of second where it dies out, the top of third where it dies out. Instead, you're in that meatier part of third gear and then fourth gear and that's it. So this was a few days before the install, and you're seeing the video kind of playing on the right-hand side, and the time that I got 40 to 100 miles an hour, going third to fourth gear, just one shift, it was 48 degrees outside, was an 11.63. I do a lot of my testing between that 40 and 50 degree weather to try and keep things consistent, so that was an 11.63. And then a few days after installing the 1446 Plus Turbo and uploading the Phase 3 tune, I went back out and did this exact same test, 40 to 100, third to fourth gear only. The problem was I was out driving around putting miles on the car. I racked up about 20 extra miles that night, and then I went to go plug in my laptop to data log and get the GoPros and realized I left the backpack at home with everything. Laptop, data logging equipment, GoPros, everything. Did have my draggy in the car though, because that's where I keep it. So I did still do that 40 to 100, third to fourth gear, and this is only 5 days later than the first run, 52 degrees, very similar, slightly warmer, and I got a 10.5. So that's pretty damn amazing, going down over a whole entire second from 11.63 to 10.5 with only one shift, third to fourth gear. Now, I didn't have a video for this, but I went out the very next night and did a second, third, and fourth gear pull, 40 to 100. I've done that a ton of times on Phase 2 and Phase 1. That one, I got the video, you guys can watch it on camera. Before we jump into that though, we're gonna quickly recap what I got on Phase 1 and Phase 2, going second to fourth gear, 40 to 100. So in this video here, I was on Phase 1 and it was pretty cool out, it was 41 degrees. We'll watch that real quick.
30. 60.
We got an 11.94. It's pretty cool out, 41 degrees. It was shifting second through fourth. Don't mind the lines not being super straight. They're a little squiggly because I had the draggy in a suction mount on the window. Going forward, I now put it like on a magnet on the, dash or whatever, so it's a little more steady. So we got an 11.94 on Phase 1 in pretty cool temperatures. Now for reference, what does the car do stock 40 to 100? I have never tested that, but luckily I have someone pretty local to me, Dan, from formerly known as Track Day, since recently he changed his YouTube to Speed Labs, and when his car was completely stock, he is a 2017 Abarth 1.4 Spider just like me, but his is an automatic, he got 15.24. Then with just an intake and a catback, he got that down to a 14. And then with the Eurocompulsion Phase 2 tune, including intake and catback, and I know he's got the intercooler and other stuff too, he got an 11.81. Now he's done that test quite a few times, so the 11.81 was his best so far. Now let's see what I did on Phase 2 at his airstrip, actually, because I actually met up with Dan from Speed Labs, and we did a little pull against each other, and we're going to watch that real quick. So that day, I got 2 pulls in for 40 to 100. One was 11.56, one was 11.63. So the best one being 11.56. Keep in mind, it was a lot warmer than my usual data testing temperatures. It was 79 degrees, almost double my Phase 1 test. Phase 1 was 41, Phase 2 it's almost 80. And that's where I was 11.9 and change compared to 11.56. Still dropping down about half a second, which is really good. Dropping half a second and having the temperatures that warm, pretty damn good. Now, what did I do with the Phase 3 1446 Plus Turbo? Like I said, I put it in, and then the very next night, after doing 3rd to 4th, I went back out and did a 2nd through 4th. So my best in Phase 2 stock turbo is 11.56. Temperatures were a little bit warmer. I'm also boosting more though. Now let's watch the 40 to 100 2nd through 4th gear 1446 Plus Eurocompulsion Turbo with their Phase 3 tune. To 100, 10.22. So there we go, 10.22. 2nd through 4th gear, 40 to 100, 46 degrees. When I was Phase 1, the most comparable as far as temperature, it was 41 degrees out, and I got an 11.94. Now we got 10.22, and even from Phase 2, it's a crazy, well over 1 full second down, just 40 to 100. In my first impressions video, I told you, I was like, holy crap, this thing feels strong up top. I feel the butt dyno feels it. Donnie from New Jersey Speed Shop, he said he felt it. But here is some hard proof and data now, because you guys know I love covering this type of stuff. So knocking off well over a full second, is that turbo worth it? Hell yeah, to me it is. And to quickly just reference everything on screen, if you want to pause it here, this is a quick little shot of all of them together. Stock, again, automatic. It was Dan's car from Speed Labs, he got 15.24, Phase 1 my car 11.94, Phase 2 11.56, and then Phase 3 with the larger turbo 10.22. And that 10.22 puts us in some pretty good territory actually. If you look at the 2 top cars here on the screen, we have a 2009 BMW 535i that's running a tune and an intake, and 40 to 100 it's 9.89. And then a 2016 Ford Focus RS did it in 9.88. I've never driven one of those, but I've seen some videos, and those things are pretty punchy, like they're pretty powerful. My car doing a 10.22, it's within half a second of both of those. And comparing it to an S2000, which a lot of people like to do that too, check that out. He got an 11.71. So 10.22 blows that out of the water as well. And then for reference, what do we have here? Actually, oddly enough, that 2021 Mazda 3 is my girlfriend's car because we brought it to his airstrip that same day, 11.81. We have a 2018 Mustang EcoBoost convertible running a 12. So that 10.22 fits in pretty nicely at the top there. And who knows, maybe I could break into the 9s into the future. We'll have to see. And lastly, how does the boost hold per gear? So the videos we just watched showed it, but I'm gonna just put it on screen right now. I re-looked at them and took the data from those videos. So with the Phase 2 run, when it was warmer out, 79 degrees. Warmer out also means it's gonna run more boost. I don't necessarily know exactly why, but I've heard it from plenty of folks, both tuning folks and just enthusiasts, that the car will see more boost in warmer temperatures. Seeing more peak boost means it should also hold more boost to redline. So keep that in mind. I'm running more boost with the Phase 2. It should be holding more, but instead, what happens? It peaked 25.8. And then second gear dropped to 17 by redline, third gear down to 17 as well, and fourth gear all the way down to 15. This is at almost 80 degrees where it should be holding even more. With the 1446 being 46 degrees out, I only peaked 24.5 that run, but it held a crazy 23 pounds in second gear to redline. In third gear it held 19, and in fourth gear it held 18. So the car feels a ton stronger. We got the data to back that up. We got the videos that show it, and you can see the boost per gear as well. It tapers a lot less as you get to redline. Now, why does third go to 19, fourth go to 18? You know, as far as like second going 23, 19, 18, I really don't know. I'm gonna talk to the guys at Eurocompulsion and see if there's a way to get the boost to hold a little bit more. Obviously, if it does, I would imagine she'll have a little more power in her, but either way, it's holding more in every single gear, even with running less peak boost, and it's putting down some pretty damn good times. And like I said, I felt it in the car, but you guys can't drive it, you know, you can't sit in my car and drive it. So I try to bring you guys this type of data, both the videos, seeing the car, seeing the boost, and then just a breakdown of everything. Like I said too in other videos, you guys got to keep in mind, this is a drop-in turbo. It's not some crazy big, large turbo that requires all these other custom modifications and everything. This is a drop-in turbo. It's more or less the stock turbo with some modified internals, larger compressor and turbine wheels, poured and polished, ceramic coated. So for what you get, you don't lose spool up. At least I don't really notice it. If it does spool up a little bit slower, maybe it does. But for what you get out of this, it's a drop-in turbo with a tune from Eurocompulsion. Pretty simple to install, and you're getting a very noticeable top end. And to me, that's where the Fiat 124 Spider, and most likely any car that has the 1.4 liter MultiAir engine, is lacking, even if you go full bolt-ons and tune. When you're on that stock turbo, it just falls off up top. This being a direct drop-in, I think is a great price to value opportunity to really bring that top end up. Could you go with like a crazy upgraded turbo that's outside the realm of a 1446? Of course you can. You know, people have done that in the Fiat 500 industry and everything. You're gonna sacrifice probably some reliability, maybe some down low power and whatnot. Could be done. But if you're looking for like a really good bang for the buck, the 1446 Plus Turbo from Eurocompulsion really does add that power. Personally, me, after testing it, I think it's worth it. I can't make that decision for you, but hopefully this video can help you make that decision. And if you do want to get the turbo, again, we now have it at drivendistrict.com. If you want to support the channel, head over there, buy it. We have plenty of other stuff on the website as well. And of course, I'll do whatever I can to help you guys out. If you do purchase through me, you guys have questions and stuff, I'll always be there to help you guys. So I think this covers everything that I wanted to cover in this video. We covered a lot of stuff from the video, the times, the boost, like I said. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, found some value in it. If you did, give it a like, subscribe for more, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think of everything. Give me your opinions. Let me know what you think about this. If you think it's worth it, I honestly think it's 100% worth it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.